he's one of the greatest writers of antiquity. Um, I mean, the work that he's most known for is he just called it the comedy, but someone else dubbed it the Divine Comedy. What it is it's an epic poem that's comprised of three main parts or sections: uh, the Inferno or Hell, Purgatorio or Purgatory, and Paradiso or Paradise, Heaven. But of those three, the Inferno is clearly the most popular and most referenced one of all three. You know, and um, in 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 this poem, and I can't even begin to do justice to this work of art. I mean, even though I don't, it's kind of gruesome in many ways, but I mean, Dante's greatness as a writer and his influence are beyond dispute. I mean, it's an amazing work of art. But okay, so in this, just briefly, I'm just giving the bare bone structure synopsis of this thing. The Roman poet Virgil is Dante's guide. He's assigned to accompany Dante through hell. Um, now, Virgil was a real historical figure. I mean, he wrote an epic poem of his own called the Aeneid, and so Dante was a poet, and obviously he was, like, even though he lived centuries before Dante, he hugely influenced Dante as a poet and as a person, and so he was his natural mentor. But he's also allegorical in this work because he's like in the embodiment of unaided reason. He never had the Christian faith. He lived in a time before Jesus. So he's sentenced to a limbo dimension of hell, which is not really suffering, but you're not in heaven either. You're kind of in a neutral zone of like that's where the word limbo means you're suspended between heaven and hell. So the the virtuous pagans. If you go to this work and read Dante's Divine Comedy, you read the Inferno. It's Plato and Aristotle, all the Greek philosophers are there. Other virtuous pagans, right? Are put there in limbo, but it's still kind of a part of hell. All right. So, but Virgil has to accompany him on his way through hell because when you get to the actual formal entrance to hell, um, the phrase that's been translated into English is "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. That's pretty much sums up pretty graphically what's going on here, what's at stake. Um,